I work on illegal fishing based on a case study in central Chile. And here, what I am trying to do with my research is try to understand why illegality and non-compliance happens and what we could do to intervene in the system to improve compliance.
We studied the origin and evolution of the sweet potato. Sweet potato is one of the most important crops worldwide, but it was poorly known. So we used taxonomy, genomics, and a number of other techniques to investigate how sweet potato originated and how it evolved within the morning glories, which is the group of plants to which it belongs.
My research focuses in particular on shark conservation. That's because sharks, rays, and their other cartilaginous relatives are one of the world's most threatened species groups. And they're mainly threatened due to overfishing.
This is a replica of a fossil that we found in Mozambique, in Gorongosa National Park, and it's part of a jawbone of an animal that very likely lived around probably close to 18 million years ago. This represents the newest research that we're doing in a new part of Africa, not only for us but for science. It's an area where we're opening up research into the evolutionary past of Africa, the evolution of ecosystems in scales of millions of years ago.
For me, getting it wrong was a way to also be more humble and think, okay, there's all this science and all this theory behind, but when you do go into the field work, you have to listen, and they might prove you wrong many, many times over, and that's okay, but it means you're listening.
I think getting it wrong is a very fundamental aspect of science, because if what we're trying to do, we're pushing the boundaries, we're pushing the frontiers of what is known, and that means that you go into unknown territories, you go into areas or time periods and find things that are unexpected.
People are going to take risks in terms of doing cool new research or discovering new things, then you're bound to get things wrong sometimes. And so, perhaps if you're not getting anything wrong, then you're not taking big enough risks in order to advance science and research.
So it pushes us to explore more, to explore in more detail, to take other perspectives. And also often when we get something wrong, we find new perspectives that change, sometimes dramatically, the work we do.
We do lots of research and we publish papers and we go into the field and we explain our results to people and so on and so forth. But then when we go to the government, sometimes it's really hard to get some messages through, and sometimes they might just ignore you, or they might move on with the agenda that they have.
So it can be, kind of a bit emotionally draining sometimes, sort of researching these tricky issues, especially when you're spending lots of time seeing sort of endangered species being caught, but then also experiencing the sort of challenges and poverty that fishers live in as well.
It's quite impressive how people get in touch with me from all over the world, that they want to understand more about my research, that they want to apply some of the concepts where they work.
In subsequent months and even in subsequent years, our work has received maybe more attention because of having it published. So it has been very, very good for our work.
And that's the beauty of research, is that it doesn't stay within the context where you develop. It sort of flies away and can be helpful in many other countries.